Fine couple, offering my loving regards to all of you. Offering my loving regards to all of you as being the devotees of the Supreme Lord. We all know we are now assembled in the one of the most holy pilgrimage places called Setubandha Rameswaram in South India. Setubandha Rameswaram is known to be one of the most auspicious holy places in India, all over the world. This is one of the famously known holy pilgrimage sites. Before going to Lanka, before going across the Sri Lanka, okay, in order to be rescuing Divine Mother Goddess Sita from the clutches of Ravana, the Lord Ramachandra, Lakshmana, Hanumanji, with all his associates, army, holy army, righteous army, came over here. I repeat. So before reaching Sri Lanka, the capital of Ravana, kingdom of Ravana, okay, Lord Ramachandra came over here with all his troops, holy troops and army, which also contain many monkey soldiers, besides many other Kshatriya heroes at that time. All, okay, from northern India, they all came over, okay, in order to be planning to go to Sri Lanka, conquering Sri Lanka and rescuing, ultimately with the aim to be rescuing Mother Sita, Divine Mother Sita Devi, from the evil clutches of Ravana. During that time, Ravana was a very powerful king. I repeat, Ravana was a very powerful king or emperor of his area at that time. And the Ravana was specially empowered by the grace of Lord Shiva. So, because we all know, we should know that Ravana was one of the great devotees, a foremost devotee of Lord Shiva. Okay. And also Amanji Durga, but mostly primarily Lord Shiva. And by his dedicated worshipping of Lord Shiva, some point he could please him so much that Lord Shiva appeared before him, and he was blessed with a boon, some special boon, which made Ravana very powerful, very strong and powerful. So, during that time, ancient time, many great people, great persons, Muni, Rishis, Yogis, used to be engaged in worshipping or meditating for years, for pleasing Maheshwara, Lord Shiva or Brahmaji, okay, mostly to sometimes Lord Narayana, because it was not so easy for them to easily please Lord Narayana, but they chose Brahma, chose doing some tapasya for Brahmaji, Lord Shiva. They could be comparatively more easily pleased and give boon. So, here Ravana chose to be absorbed in the tapasya, okay, in the very austere tapasya, following some austere bhav for years for Mahadeva, okay, for Mahadeva, to please Mahadeva, Lord Shiva. At some point, Mahadeva was so pleased, became very pleased, satisfied with Ravana, Ravana's adherence, Ravana's dedication, okay, to worship him, to adore him. So, at some point he appeared before Ravana, and he knew Ravana was going to ask for the boon. So at some point, so Ravana was eagerly waiting for that day. He was very, very eagerly, impatiently waiting for that day when Lord Shiva would be pleased with him and bless him with boon, which would make him very, very powerful. So as Lord Shiva appeared, Ravana wanted that boon, such type of boon by which he would become very, very powerful, very, very strong and powerful, almost undefeatable, so that he could be so powerful, he could defeat the demigods, defeat all other powerful persons in the world, in the Tribhuvana, three worlds, three levels of the creations. And whenever he wanted such a boon, or whenever Ravana would be needing, would be requiring the special protection from Lord Shiva, Shiva would be providing that. He also wanted that promise. Ravana wanted that promise from his dear Lord, okay, most respected Lord Shiva, that not only he would become very, very powerful by the power of Lord Shiva's boon, but at the moment of great necessity, Lord Shiva will be beside him, help him, protect him. Shiva's grace must be protecting him. So Ravana got both promises. Then thereafter, so naturally Ravana became very powerful. So why I am describing this background story, background fact, that after Lord Rama, along with his all companions like Lakshmana, Hanumanji, Jambuban, Sugriv, okay, then who else? I'll remember more. So there are many many others. So after Rama arrived here, then he was planning to create a bridge over the ocean, so that by that bridge they could cross over the ocean and go to Sri Lanka. At that time, there is no passage directly to go to Sri Lanka. At that time there were some mystical powers. So according to scriptural description, the big persons used to have his own plane, aeroplane. Ravana also used to have one called Pushpak Vimana. So they would be rather traveling by space through flight. But Lord Rama didn't manifest that lila of having a big aeroplane, mystical aeroplane. And also, even if Lord Rama could manifest aeroplane, it was not so practical to be moving the huge number, big number of the army, okay, through plane, aeroplane and all. So he wanted to build up a moderately big bridge, okay, over the ocean. Bridge made of stone over the ocean. But then, because he is Marjada Purushottama, Lord, he knew that Ravana was specially empowered by some special boon of Lord Shiva. So he understood, although Ramachandra was Supreme Personality of Godhead, even he was also the Lord of Lord Shiva. Lord Ramachandra was actually the Lord of Lord Shiva too. But yet he was known as Marjada Purushottama, means the best man, best male, the best powerful, heroic, noble person, transcendental man, transcendental person who always does things in a very appropriate and respectful manner, without hurting, without damaging or hampering others' prestige, okay, others' respect. So he was such a noble Lord Ramachandra. One of the great characteristics of Lord Rama was that he always followed high morals, high human morals, human values, high noble human ethics or principles. So he would never unnecessarily damage anybody's respect, hamper or bring any harm to anyone's respect. So it was one of his characteristics. He would always be giving all due appropriate respects to all the great personalities and doing things appropriately with some noble kind, following some noble morality, okay, morals, principles, kindness, without being rude to anyone. So why I am discussing? Because of this point, Lord Rama knew that Ravana was very powerful, especially empowered by Lord Shiva's boon. So therefore, before creating the stone bridge over the ocean, he decided to worship Lord Shiva, please him, offering him enough respect through his loving worship, offering loving worships to him, right, without making Lord Shiva feel disrespected or neglected or just ignored and bypassed. He directly bypassed him, kind of. So Lord Ramachandra, okay, out of special love, loving appreciation Okay, loving appreciation for Lord Shiva, respectful appreciation for Lord Shiva, who was none other than his own direct expansion, okay, incarnation. So he decided, planned to worship, to have to engage in special worships, loving worships of Lord Shiva, pleasing him, taking his approval, and also asking him in a humble way to be helping him to put over a bridge, stone bridge, okay, establish a stone bridge over the ocean. That is again that's one of Lord Rama's great characters and characteristics, to always be offering all due respects, appropriate respects to the great personality. Also he manifested that lila over there in a very wonderful mystical way also, wonderfully mystical way, also vivid way, giving all of us the message that although I am Supreme Lord, although you all know Lord Shiva also engages in worshipping me, Panchamukhe Ram Nam Gam Tripurari, Lord Shiva, one of the Lord Shiva's great occupations, continuous occupations, is to be engaged, to be absorbed in meditating, chanting and singing, meditating on Holy Ram name, Holy Ram Nam, holy names of Lord Rama. It has been described in scripture. Lord Shiva often deeply meditated on the holy names of Lord Rama. Also other times Lord Krishna, and happily chanted, sang. Okay, it was one of the Lord Shiva's principal characteristics, to be absorbed, deeply absorbed, okay, with great pleasure, to be chanting and singing holy names of Lord Rama, Lord Krishna, this way. So back to the point. Ramachandra thought, although I am the Supreme Lord, even my direct incarnation, my dear direct incarnation Lord Shiva, also engages in worshipping me, but herein I always set the example, always set the noble examples, to be offering all appropriate respects to all the godly extensions of mine, all the godly personalities such as Lord Shiva. So, and I also, as my exalted devotees, love to be engaged in loving worships of mine, I also love to be engaged in worshipping my exalted devotees, my exalted beloved associates, okay, such as Lord Shiva, who is none other than my direct extension, kind of second self. So, and so Lord Ramachandra, very being situated in a special beautiful mood of worshipping his own incarnation, worshipping the great, laudable, godly personality, Lord Shiva. So he did that. So In other words, Lord Rama decided to worship Lord Shiva and please him and take his approval or some help so that he helps him instead of helping Ravana. that was the underlying desire of Lord Rama. All lila, these are all beautiful, wonderful lila. Okay, Lord Rama did not require anyone's help to conquer, win Ravana. Even Hanumanji once stated to Lord Rama, Prabhu, what to do? I am good enough to teach a good lesson to Ravana. If you just order me, I am sufficient to teach a good lesson to Ravana, to teach Ravana a good lesson, to conquer Ravana everything. I am so empowered by you. But if I do that, then your glory will not be manifested. Then everybody will be glorifying me. Hanumanji did it. It was the task. It was Hanumanji Bajrangbali who conquered and defeated Ravana. He did everything and rescued Sita Devi. I want to promote the glory of my Lord, Ramachandra, my divine master, beloved master. So therefore I didn't want to do that part. I left it for my Lord, to uphold, to promote and uphold the lofty glory of my beloved master, Lord Rama. Hanuman, that was Hanumanji's mood. Otherwise, Hanumanji was so powerful, he himself alone was good enough to take care of Ravana, conquer Ravana. So, here also we find Lord Rama was so powerful. Come on, he is Lord Narayana himself. Okay, Lord Krishna himself. So, he did not require any help from anyone else. He was self-sufficient. But these are all lila. He just, in a cute way, very gentlemanly, nice, gentlemanly, noble way, he didn't want to overcross or bypass Lord Shiva after coming here, because this was the place of Lord Shiva, okay, from the beginning. And Lord Ramachandra came to the place of Lord Shiva, and he decided to create a bridge from here up to the Sri Lanka. So here he didn't want to bypass, didn't want to ignore or bypass Lord Shiva in any way. Rather he knew, as he remembered, the Ravana was specially empowered by Lord Shiva's boon. So he also decided to worship Lord Shiva and please him, so that he also helps him this time, favors Lord Rama, okay, to create a bridge rather than favoring Ravana. And that's what. So, as he decided, at some point, Lord Ramachandra engaged in worshipping Lord Shiva, adored. He adored Lord Shiva here. And at some point, Lord Shiva became very pleased. He became super pleased upon seeing his own Lord is now engaged in worshipping him, loving worshipping him. So then, naturally, Lord Shiva could also understand the heart's desire of Lord Rama, the special desire of the heart of Lord Rama. So Lord Shiva also agreed with the with the Lord Rama's desire to build a bridge, stone bridge over the ocean. So he happily agreed with, and he also happily agreed to favor Lord Rama, okay, to be creating a stone bridge over the ocean. So it was very pleasant contract kind of agreement, that way, mystically loving agreement between Lord Rama and Lord Shiva, that way. And also Lord Rama also wanted to give the message to Lord Shiva, Bholanath, Lord Shiva, not to be favoring Ravana while going to the Lanka to fight. So Lord Shiva, at that moment, Lord Shiva was so pleased with the loving worships of his own Lord Ramachandra. So he could not refuse him. So he decided to favor Lord Rama. After all, he is his Lord, beloved Lord. Although Lord Shiva in some corner of his mind thought, how can I not give any shelter and protection to my great devotee Ravana? Oh, I have also promised him to be protecting. Now I see my Lord Rama going to fight against this Ravana. His mood was this: Ravana is not so intelligent. Ravana, very dull, so less intelligent, so dull. He stole away Divine Mother Sita, kidnapped her. What is that? Needs to be educated. Is so less intelligent, he did a stupid thing. So dull, I never expected him. He became so egotistic, full, so puffed up and egotistic. Okay? I cannot understand how audacious, what audacity he had. Okay, how puffed up he had that he kidnapped Mother Sita. Very bad. This Ravana also needs to be taught a good lesson. But at the same time, I have also promised to protect him. Let me see, I will find out some way at that time when it will happen. Kind of. But this time he decided to favor Rama. Of course, after all, his beloved Lord. Ramachandra was very happy. Shiva was very happy. Now both of them became very happy. Now, thereafter, Lord Rama, under the guidance of Lord Rama, his troops, whole troop, famous, powerful army, which included many monkey soldiers, monkey generals and soldiers. They were no ordinary monkeys. Okay, they are all very heroic monkeys with mystical power, and they all became specially powerful, being empowered by Lord Ramachandra's grace. After all, they became army of Lord Rama. So they were specially empowered by Lord Rama, so much so, each of them became very, very strong fighter, powerful fighter. So, accompanied by them with the help of his big army, powerful army, some point Lord Ramachandra started creating a bridge over the ocean. It was also described, some portion of the scripture, some portion of the Ramayana, it has been described. It was being very difficult to put the stone in the ocean. Ocean was deep, and all these stones are being put in the ocean. Ocean was swallowing, going down. So creating a bridge was not happening easily. Then at some point Lord Rama asked the ocean to give the path, to go to Sri Lanka. Okay, be divided into two parts and allow a passage, big passage for them to go. Ocean was not listening. In the beginning, Ocean didn't give ear to Lord Rama's asking. Okay, nice way of asking. In other words, Ocean didn't listen to him. In the beginning time, it continued being, flowing and waving in its own way. At some point, Lord Rama became angry. These are all lila. You have to understand. Lord Rama became angry upon seeing Ocean was so disobedient, disobeying his desire. So in the beginning, he asked Ocean nice way, Ocean God. He asked the Ocean God nice way. You know, Ocean God means the presiding demigod of the ocean. In a nice way, when that Ocean God didn't listen and he became angry, he immediately ordered the ocean. Now no more asking in a nice way. He immediately ordered the ocean to create a passage. Then ocean could not disobey that. If you don't follow my order, I'm going to launch a big Brahmastra to finish you. There will be no water to finish ocean. There will be no existence, no entity of you. Then ocean became, at that point, ocean became very afraid, and the ocean god, then it appeared before Lord Rama with folded hands in its own form. Okay, ocean goddess, god or goddess, I don't remember. So in the form, and immediately begged him, prayed to him to come down, to be pleased with, pleased with him, come down, and going to listen, going to obey whatever way Ramachandra wanted. Okay. Then that ocean should be male figure because Varuna is the presiding deity of the water, should be male figure. So the ocean god humbly suggested advice to Lord Rama. Seek, O Prabhu, O my master, O my divine master. It will be ordinary way if I give you passage according to following your desire, following your order. If I simply give you passage, road to go to Sri Lanka, it will be something like ordinary. I would love to see that you do something which will be more miraculously wonderful, rather than walking through the road given by me. I can be divided into two parts and I can give you partially passage, but it would be more wonderful, more miraculously glorious for you if with your immense, infinite mystical power, if you can do something on me, which was never done before, rather than walking through my earthly passage, walking through me or crossing me. humbly suggested and advised. Lord Rama accepted. At some point, okay, decided to put over a stone bridge over the ocean. Now ocean also becoming very careful. So now what happened? In the first place, Lord Rama ordered to put all the stones on the ocean, planning, filling the stone one after another, pouring the stone, and then stone will be filled up and big wall. When the stone will be stacked over, it will come up on the surface of the ocean water. But it so happened, the ocean was a bit deep, so it was all swallowing all the stone. Then, by the suggestion, it was mostly Hanumanji and others. They felt, we know how to float this stone. Then they started writing holy name of Lord Rama. Name of Lord Rama on each stone, just quickly writing, okay, invisible way with water writing or finger writing, Hey Ram. And then as they were throwing the stone, all the stones started floating now. Only those stones which were written, on which the name of Rama written, ভেঙেছে. So those stones on which holy names of Rama, Sri Ram or Hey Ram, written, only they started floating, mystically floating on the ocean water. Any stone without Ram name, holy name written on, didn't float. So, to uphold the glory of the holy name of Rama. Lord Rama was seeing that and smiling. Thus, many stones, even big, huge stones, started floating with the name of holy Rama. With the holy name Rama written on them. So then it was a floating bridge now. Okay, floating bridge. Okay, so that's how the whole bridge was made, filled with backed by the mystical power of the Ramanam, of the name of Lord Rama written on that. Okay, and because they are all associates of Lord Rama, great devotees, by desire of Ramachandra, they walked over. In the beginning they are all very hesitant to put foot on them. How can they walk over a bridge, okay, made of the stones with inscription of name of Rama, holy name of Rama on them? How can they put their feet? But then, by the special order of Lord Rama, they walked over. So that's how that Setu Bandha, that miraculous bridge, stone bridge, was made over the ocean. Still now, this is Kali Yuga, it all happened in the Treta Yuga, thousands and thousands years ago. So, still now, in some wonderful way we could find some floating stone, okay, over there. The stones are, some symbols are there, very light kind. Not every stone floating, but some of these stones are still floating found. If we are fortunate enough, we would be seeing some floating stones tomorrow while we go to visit. If we are fortunate enough, we can catch some sights. The stones are so light type. So ultimately that's how the bridge was made. It was floating on the ocean, and the ocean was so happy to hold them. And on some portion of the bridge, it was concrete. So it was a mixture of floating stones and also the real stone stuck in the ocean, okay, solid bridge. So it was mixture of both. But it was a wonderful, strong bridge was prepared up to Sri Lanka. And they also carried some heavy things, heavy weapons through that bridge. Okay, it never broke down. So after that, the name of this place was known as Setubandhu Rameswaram. Lord Shiva was called as the Lord of Ramachandra, because Ramachandra worshipped Lord Shiva to please him, and because he created the bridge, stone bridge, which in Sanskrit is called as Setu. So this place, whole area was named after that lila of Ramachandra, lila of making a bridge, creating a bridge on this part of the ocean to go to Sri Lanka. I think some archaeologists still found out some of the relics of that bridge when they searched. Some of them dove deep and searched, and they could find real relics of that stone bridge. They cannot find that kind of bridge anywhere else in the ocean, other parts of the ocean, but only here. So it is also proven fact a bridge really existed in the Treta Yuga over here. And sometimes some of the fortunate people found some floating stones. Stones don't generally float. Here they found out some stones with spongy character inside, floating in the ocean. I think sometimes some samples are available from the internet. They put in the internet. So, but these are all required to be understood as lila, with the concept of the truth of lila. Okay, like for example, in the process of fighting with Hiranyakashipu, okay, and overpowering Hiranyakashipu and killing him, Lord Nrsimha played for a while. Although he could subdue, defeat and kill Hiranyakashipu in a fraction of a second, just by his willpower, then the whole lila would not have happened. Lord Vishnu in the form of Lord Nrsimha couldn't have relished Bir Rasa, heroic rasa, if Lord Nrsimha would not be playing with Hiranyakashipu, okay, in the fighting field for a while. There will be no taste of Bira Rasa. Vira Rasa means Rasa, that a heroic taste. So therefore, Lord Nrsimha also played with Hiranyakashipu for a while, okay, in a sporting spirit. Then when the demigods, and including Brahmaji, all started asking, okay, no more time killing, oh Lord Nrsimha, please do not be wasting any more time, no more time killing. Now night is approaching, evening is approaching. If evening comes, then this Asura will be multiplied, will be much more powerful, because the Asuras always become specially powerful in the darkness, during the night time instead of daytime. So the night approaching, the darkness, this Asura will be much more powerful. Please don't be taking a risk. We know you are Almighty Lord, you are Supreme Almighty Lord, but still we are concerned. Better not to be taking a risk. Please kill this very powerful Daitya Asura before the evening. They started saying like that. Lord Nrsimha was smiling, but he was in fierce form, but he was enjoying Bir Rasa while battling with Hiranyakashipu, making him feel time to time that he was going to overpower Lord Nrsimha, playing in such a way. But then after playing for a while, after playing for some times, a while with Hiranyakashipu, then Lord Nrsimha decided, as soon as the twilight zone approached, twilight time approached, neither afternoon nor evening, called twilight zone, almost close to evening. Okay, then he decided to kill Hiranyakashipu at that time. Twilight zone area, you all know, remember, because of the boons, because of the technical, strategic ways of the boons Hiranyakashipu received. Anyway, so here also, similar way, if Lord Rama wished to capture Ravana, kill Ravana, rescue Sita Devi, he could have done just by a fraction of a second by his willpower. Then the whole lila would not have happened. Okay. So ultimately, devotees realize and relish. They relish, deeply relish it as all lila. Okay. And also see whole Ramayana, whole history, future activities of Lord Rama's lila already written beforehand, beforehand by Valmiki, Ramayanam. We should understand the whole thing is transcendental. Whole thing, whole activities of transcendental character. How can he write, how can he note down whole lila of Ramachandra before his birth? No. So he was so inspired. He visualized everything. Even before the official appearance of Lord Rama, Lakshmana, Bharat, Shatrugna. Okay. And the way he wrote Ramayanam, the lila almost, not absolutely exact way, but almost manifested same way. Very, very similar way. The way, according to the way Valmiki Rishi wrote Ramayanam beforehand. So thereafter, Lord Rama's lila and Valmiki Ramayana are adjusting each other, mutually adjusting each other a little bit. Okay. See. So, until and unless we finally understand all these activities of fighting and battle between Ramachandra and Ravana and kidnapping Sita Devi in a more lila way, we would not understand properly. It is also fully described. No. Ravana could not get hold of the real Sita. Ravana only kidnapped the illusory Sita, some illusory form of the goddess Sita, but not the real Sita. We remember that fact when Lord Chaitanya, Mahaprabhu came to this place. On the way Mahaprabhu came over here, we remember about the Kurma Vipra. He was so unhappy, he became so mortified by thinking, Rakshasa Ravana, demon Ravana, captured my goddess Sita. So he became so depressed and disappointed, so sad. He gave up eating or drinking anything. Thought like, oh, giving up the body, could not tolerate that pain. After all, Ravana, the Rakshasa, touched my goddess, kidnapped my goddess. Why it happened? Should not have happened. What my Lord was doing, Lord Ramachandra was doing, how could he allow? Then he was so depressed. At some point Mahaprabhu saw him in such depression. He was Antarjami, all-knower, omniscient, naturally knower of his heart. Then he came out of this temple, of his residence, and on the way, he found, he found Kurma Purana being read, where Brahmana Pandita was reading aloud that Purana. In that Kurma Purana, it was being described by specific desire of Mahaprabhu. He was reading exactly that same portion, same part, where it was clearly described that as soon as Sita Devi, as soon as the real Sita Devi crossed over the Lakshmana Rekha put by Lakshmana in the forest, so it was so empowered Lakshmana Rekha, so empowered circle drawn by Lakshmana. Anyone step over or go to cross, huge fire will come, blazing fire would come up. So when that's why Ravana could not come inside. Ravana could not come inside. Every time he tried to come inside to take arms to catch hold Sita Devi, because he did not know about the Lakshmana Rekha. As soon as he wanted to cross, huge blazing fire came up, so he was afraid. So he stayed outside the Lakshmana Rekha and begging Sita Devi. The Sita Devi didn't want to cross because Lakshmana strictly prohibited. No matter what happens, please do not cross this Lakshmana, this line, circle drawn by me. But so he was asking, Ravana was in the form of a saintly person, figure, to come inside and take the arms. Ravana already experienced, so he was afraid to cross that Lakshmana Rekha. So then at some point, Ravana was going back. Ravana in the dress of a sadhu, in the sadhu form, going back, telling Sita Devi, a sadhu came begging alms from you. You didn't want to give. So you are refusing. Why you cannot come forward and give me alms? So I am returning, okay. It is not a good thing that a sadhu came and begged alms from you and you refuse to give, approaching in the front, okay, coming ahead. So I am going back. Then Sita Devi thought, how can I refuse? How can I refuse a saintly personality? How can I refuse a sage begging some alms? Anyway, what would happen? After all, Lakshmana put this Lakshmana Rekha. Although he prohibited me, nothing will happen. But rather it is better for me to satisfy this sadhu. As soon as Sita Devi crossed over, going to cross that circle put by Lakshmana, huge blazing fire came up. And then real Sita disappeared. It is stated real Sita disappeared in that fire, and what Sita Devi emerged, that was illusory Sita. That was described in Kurma Purana. So Ravana actually caught hold of the illusory Sita. Okay, illusory image of this Sita, and kidnapped her, went away. And the real Sita, original Sita, actually disappeared in the fire. And then in future, during the fire taste, as declared wanted by some subjects of Lord Rama's kingdom, they wanted some fire taste for Sita Devi to prove her chastity in that way. So it is stated, it is described, during that fire taste, fire ordeal of Sita Devi, at that time, that Sita Devi disappeared, which was caught by Ravana, disappeared in the fire, real Sita came out. Mystical descriptions are there. Question may arise, if it was the illusion of the image of Sita Devi, why Lord Rama and all Hanumanji are so concerned? After all, it's the illusory image of Sita. Why everybody was so pained and concerned, rescuing illusory Sita? All lila. Okay. So it was all lila. Kind of illusory Sita, Ravana kidnapped, then might be some real goddess Sita also appeared there. Okay. No more remained as illusory Sita. But when but from the time goddess Sita started in the Ashok Bana, under the Ashoka tree, Ravana could not touch her, okay, because he knew about that fact. If you touch her against her will, he will be burnt into ashes. Ravana knew about that, so Ravana never dared in that way. Okay, Ravana never dared to enjoy Sita Devi. Okay, but somehow or others he kidnapped, because it was illusory Sita, so it did not work like that. Ravana could manage. But here it was real Sita now living in the forest of Sri Lanka, whom Hanumanji met. Hanumanji met her. It was not totally illusory Sita. It was real Sita. Maybe illusory Sita disappeared somewhere. Okay. Then the Sita Devi, upon whom Ramachandra met after conquering Lanka, after getting inside the Lanka, the Sita Devi Lord Rama met with, again had happy union with, could not but be real Sita, could not be just illusory Sita. The illusory Sita only appeared at the time of when the kidnapping lila was taking place. Okay. Other than that, it was real Sita. Okay. So Mahaprabhu actually copied that page. He actually brought that page or quickly copied. It is stated both ways. Some say Mahaprabhu actually brought that page of that holy of the Kurma Purana. Some say he quickly copied, quickly he got it, copied exactly, and Mahaprabhu came back to, he returned to Kurma Vipra, that Brahmana who was so very, very unhappy, very distressed, thinking real Sita Devi, goddess Sita, was kidnapped by Asura Rakshasa. I should not keep my body. I cannot bear so much pain, cannot tolerate such pain. Why it so happened? Why? How could it? Why it happened in such a way? My goddess became desecrated, unholy. How do you say desecrated? Desanctified by the touch of the Rakshasa. All this. Then Mahaprabhu returned. He very kindly came back and showed that message from the Kurma Purana. The Sita, goddess Sita, who was captured and kidnapped by Ravana, was not actual Sita, just illusory image of the Sita. Ravana could never touch the actual goddess Sita, okay, ever. Okay, so Ravana, I repeat, Ravana could never touch the factual, the actual goddess Sita. It was all lila. So then that Brahmana was very convinced upon reading the description from Kurma Purana about that fact. He was very convinced. Then he felt very, very happy, and he thanked Lord Chaitanya so much. He thanked Mahaprabhu again and again for enlightening him. Okay, acknowledging him with such fact, for enlightening with such factual happening. So Brahmana felt that he was liberated from ignorance, such ignorance what he was having for so long in this way. Then Mahaprabhu blessed that Brahmana lovingly, and then he again started his pilgrimage journey from there. In that way. So basically, fundamentally, all the activities are lila. Lila. You have to understand. And it all started from Vaikuntha, that happening Jai Vijay activity, Jai Vijay event. Ha ha ha. They chose only 3 lives to come back soon. Again, that was another beautiful lila. If you choose friendly way, if you choose some lifetimes friendly to favorable to Lord Vishnu, then it has to be 7. Has to be 7 lifetimes. But if you choose 3 lifetimes, it will be an inimical. Okay, no friendly, inimical way. Lord wanted to enjoy Bira Rasha, relish Bira Rasha. That's how it happened. Okay, Jai Vijay became, Hiranyakashipu, Ravan Kumbhakarna, Shishupal Dantavakra. That's how it is also described in the scripture. In this, yes.
Actually, I was thinking about this before, like 1 week ago. Lives, like demons, are actually much longer, no, than 7 lives of a normal person.
they,
Very long time.
yes, the 7 lives are felt by them will be very long time to return to Vaikuntha. So they amazingly they understood Supreme Lord has got different planning. Okay, so wanting to enjoy Vira Rasa. So, okay, fine. They accepted. Otherwise, why such offer was given to them in the first place? Okay, it could be other way around. It would be 7 lifetimes if you take inimical ones. Favorable ones only 3 times, but it could be other way around. But by certain cute will, cute sweet will of the Supreme Lord Narayana became this way. If you choose 3 lifetimes, it will be quicker, but it will be inimical. They chose because they wanted to come back to Vaikuntha as soon as possible. And realizing it will be dramatic villain-like activity, you know. The villains which are acting in the drama, they are not real villains. But they're playing that role so much. They're playing the villain's role in such a way, so realistic. We all hate, while we watch the movie, we will all hate those villains. Start hating them because they act so realistic way. But they are not actual villains. Actually, they are not evil people. Just acting, dramatic. Similar way. All had dramatic activity, dramatic enemies. Therefore, we find after they got killed, they are given liberation. Instead of sent to the hell, they are all awarded with liberation. Some portion of them, of the consciousness got liberation, they all merged into Brahma Jati, kind of Sajuja liberation. Whereas in other forms, they return to Vaikuntha as Joy Vijay. So both ways they are liberated. One portion of their selves got immersed, mixed with Brahma Jyoti, the luster, effulgence of Brahman, okay, and they diluted. Other portion of their selves, again, they retook the form of Jai Vijay and got back to Vaikuntha, returned to Vaikuntha after 3 lives. Okay, both ways. So here, this is such holy place where Supreme Lord Rama lovingly engaged in adoring his beloved expansion, incarnation, Lord Shiva, worshipping him and worshipped him, giving him the message that as my great devotees, because Lord Shiva also known as Vaishnava Agraganna, Vaishnavanang Yatha Shambhu, he is a foremost great Vaishnava, one of the foremost Vaishnavas. So, Lord Rama gave this message, as my great exalted devotees, associates also love to engage in worshipping me, similar way I also love to be engaging in worshipping my devotees time to time. That is also my glory. It doesn't take away any of my glory. Rather, it increases my glory. While I also lovingly engage okay, devotionally engage in worshipping my devotees, my great lovers, devoted lovers. I love that. So this is a part of the lila. He also gave this message in this place. So, while we find, see, if someone is found around this lila, like following a blind fanatic ways, and trying to say, oh, Shiva is higher than Lord Rama, Shiva is greater than Lord Rama, Lord Rama is subordinate to Lord Shiva, that is foolishness. Okay, because see, even Lord Rama set this example of engaging in worshipping Lord Shiva. So therefore, by setting such example, Lord Rama proved that Shiva was the object of worship, supreme object of worship of Lord Rama. Lord Rama was subordinate. Lord Rama was the incarnation of Lord Shiva. Shiva was the supreme, the highest Lord. Okay, supreme Lord, and not Lord Rama. Rama was another kind of incarnation of Lord Shiva, subordinate. So only the fanatic, some fanatic, okay, people with a limited knowledge and realization about the beautiful, wonderful lila between Lord Rama and Lord Shiva can arrive to that conclusion, can reach that conclusion that Rama was subordinate to Lord Shiva. No, it's never that. See, Lord Rama has been Marjada Purushottama. He was so duly respectful. He used to be always following high morals, giving respect to his family superiors, like his parents and other superiors, because he was the Lord of higher noble principles, noble values, noble morals, noble ideals. Therefore, he offered so much respect to his own parents, to other mother figures. Even Kaikeyi, who tried to, whatever way she tried to do harm to Rama, sending him to forest. But Rama was respecting her, giving full respect. So, see, that was what was Lord Rama. That is what is Lord Rama. Be calm, quiet, so gentle, so kind, great king, royal personality of very noble character, nature. Okay, had never had any anger. What to speak of anger, or no enviousness, no anger. They are all simply irrelevant for Lord Rama's character. Feeling anger or enviousness or jealousy, okay, are just simply irrelevant to Lord Rama's character. So again, through such examples we can understand, see, that it was all Lord Rama's nobility, okay, his noble principle. That doesn't necessarily mean he became subordinate. Like for example, Lord Rama offered so much respect to his own parents, grandparents, other superiors, his guru, like Vishwamitra, Rajaguru, and other sages, not just only Lord Shiva. Okay? Did that mean they were actually superior to Lord Rama, and Lord Rama was subordinate to them. Does it mean that? No. Okay. Like, for example, Lord Krishna, also in Balagopal form, okay, offered so much respect, okay, to other superiors. That doesn't necessarily mean the superiors became Lord of Krishna and Krishna became subordinate. Yes, Krishna became subordinate in a loving way, not by tattva, not by the nature of tattva. By nature of tattva, Krishna always remained as Swayam Bhagavan, okay, Supreme Personality of Godhead, Swayam Bhagavan, Supreme Lord Himself, by tattva. In a similar way, by tattva, Lord Rama always remained a Supreme Person, Supreme God, Supreme Lord. But by lila, like Balagopal Krishna, like the way Krishna also did so many lilas of offering his respect, deep respect to his superiors on different levels. In a similar way, Lord Rama also offered lot of respects, worships, honors to his own superiors, family superiors, social superiors. That didn't necessarily mean, even Lord Rama also washed the feet of his guru, own Gurudev, and in that way worshipping feet and paying pranam, accepting the instruction of the Gurudev, Sri Gurudev, setting the example of Marjada Purushottama, that he gives all due Marjada, honor, okay, as appropriate to one and all. He offered his loving affection to his juniors, subordinates, in family relation. He shared great affection, loving affection with the figures of equal level who are his on the friendly level. At the same time, he offered a great respect to the superiors who were holding superior positions, okay, in relation, family relations or social relations. So he treated everyone in a very proper, appropriate manners in this way. One of Lord Rama's noble characteristics. But by tattva, he always remained as his Supreme Lord, Lord Rama, Supreme Lord, Supreme God. Okay? And to those who offered so much respect, they were rather subordinate to him. But by lila, by the nature of lila, they are all superiors to Lord Rama. Mother Kaushalya, okay, Father Dasharatha, other stepmother, Koikeyi, other mother figures like Koikeyi, Sumitra, they are all superior to Lord Rama, mother figure. So there are many other father figures, mother figures, grandparents figures to Lord Rama. Lord Rama used to be so respectful to them, bending down his head, sometimes touching their feet, taking their blessings. See, taking their blessings on his head. That is Lord Rama. That is lila way. That doesn't necessarily mean actually Lord Rama became subordinate to all of them. They became his Lord and he became subordinate. No. Okay. So worshipping and his engagement in worshipping Lord Shiva also similar. And Lord Shiva also knows that very well. He was wondering why his Lord Master is now engaged in worshipping me. What is lila? What kind of lila he is now doing? So he was also being amused and feeling a bit uncomfortable feeling a bit uncomfortable with that and amused. But when he understood, oh, it is a sweet lila, my Lord wants to do this kind of lila with me. Okay, fine, I also let me flow with that. It's also my duty to be playing that role, to be flowing, to satisfy my Lord. See, like the Vraja gopis did, extreme example. Okay, Krishna did that lila to prove the unalloyed, unconditional love of the Vraja gopis for him. So once he was playing a dramatic role that he had a very bad headache. You know that story. Krishna had a very bad headache. And Devarshi Narad was there thinking, asked Lord Krishna, what would be the remedy? Which would be the remedy to this headache? He said, if some of my devotees give me some feet dust, if you can collect some feet dust from my devotees, and you can bring it and I put it on my head, then my headache will go away. My headache will be cured. Devarshi Narad was startled. Oh, was startled. He was feeling what wonderful purpose behind it. And Krishna smilingly looked at him in the first place. How about you? Can you give me your feet dust? Give me. No way. How can I? No way, Lord, I cannot give my feet dust. He almost ran away. Okay, if you cannot give me your feet dust, okay, fine, go around and see if any of my devotees agree to give their feet dust. Bring it quickly, I am having a very, very bad headache. Painful headache, I cannot tolerate. Narada, don't be delaying. Bring it quickly. Devarshi Narada, immediately he started walking around. Every devotee was approaching us. They were very afraid. Didn't want to give feet dust. Nobody. Devarshi Narada was begging and begging, please give your feet dust. You are a devotee much greater than me. They were all telling him in return, why you are not giving your feet dust? You are also a great devotee. He was saying, no, I am not. I am not really a great devotee. You are all greater devotee. All the devotees much greater than me. Please give your feet dust. They were saying, no, we are not great devotee. You are great devotee. You first give. Oh God. Devarshi Narad could not get any feet dust. According to some description, he came back to Krishna, with bent head. Krishna looked at him. What happened? You could not even manage to get some feet dust of my devotees in the Vraja. What is this? Sorry, my Lord, sorry. Nobody wanted to give. They all asked, what do you do with our feet dust? Say, our Lord Krishna has got very bad headache, he is going to put that on his. As soon as they hear, no way. According to some other description, he did not come back to Krishna. He went to the Vraja gopis. So now, according to this first description, came back to Krishna, says, did you approach Vraja gopis? Approach the gopis section? Said, no. Go and see. Devarshi Narad again quickly reached the gopis. According to some other description, without returning to Krishna, he straightly went to the Vraja gopis section. Then Vraja gopis listened to him nicely. And Vraja gopis realized. Then what happened? To a great surprise, to great astonishment, Devarshi Narad saw now all the Vraja gopis, whomever he met, and just as soon as they understood what they needed to do, all they needed to do, their feet dust to him, or to cure the bad headache, painful headache of their Lord, beloved Lord. They now all almost came running. Take my feet dust. Do you have container, big container? I am giving my feet dust. Take. They all are ready to give their feet dust. And while Devarshi Narad was going to collect their feet dust, before that, looked at them and asked them, do you know the result? Do you know the consequence of giving your feet dust? Okay, and to be put on the head of Krishna. You know the consequence, that when your Lord, our Lord, takes your feet dust on his head to cure his headache, you know what is going to happen? Then Vraja gopis, almost in a chorus voice, they said, we'll go to hell. What would be consequence? We can go to hell, we know. But still, for a moment's relief of the headache, painful headache of our beloved Lord, if we have to go to hell, we are prepared for that. We are taking that risk. But if it is going to cure the painful headache of our beloved Lord, okay, it's going to give him relief, and we are ready to do that sacrifice. For that, we are ready to go to hell, okay, and take some punishment. Narada's eyes are going bigger and bigger, becoming enlarged, and he knew at heart, they are never going to hell. They are not going to go to hell. He could realize what kind of devotees, unconditional lovers of Krishna, devotees, they are not even afraid, because they are believing at that time, they could go to hell for that. Not that they are not believing it, nothing will happen. They are actually believing they could go to hell. That is their possibility. But still, for the relief, okay, for a quick relief of our Lord, if we have to go to hell, we are prepared for that, to be punished, to be suffering. We are happily prepared to take this suffering in hell, just to cure, to relieve from the painful headache of Krishna. See, they are taking seriously. They knew they cannot give their feet dust for their Lord to be taken on their head. I mean, of course, if it would be Srimati Radha Thakurani, it would be different. It could be distinct, more distinct. I am talking about other Vraja gopis. So they knew they should not, their feet dust cannot be put on their Lord, on the head of the Lord. If he puts, they can really go to hell to be punished. But they are ready to take the punishment, because that is the one and only remedy. They asked Devarshi Narad, there is no other remedy to cure that headache? Said no. This is the one and only remedy. Okay, take. Devarshi Narad was almost breaking down in tears of, gratitude, in tears of loving appreciation, reverent, feelings for the Vraja gopis with so much reverence. They have so much love, so much devotion, devoted love for Lord Krishna. They don't mind to go to hell. to suffer, okay, for that, but they gave their feet dust. They didn't mind what to speak of that. They were not minding. They're happily ready, happily making that sacrifice, okay, in that way, ready to go to hell. In the mood of the Abhishara, they also do in a similar way, not same, similar way, dark midnight, okay, thorny road. They are running through the dense forest, their feet getting hurt, bleeding, okay, thorns everywhere, running, okay. They are not running with the shoes, barefooted. Sometimes heavy rainfall coming, shivering, running, Abhishara mood. All the penance, sacrifice, physical sufferings are nothing for them, because they know at heart they are going to be united with their beloved Lord. All these sacrifice, painstaking sacrifice, are nothing to them. They are not caring, so careless about them, because their heart, mind and heart, so filled with ecstatic love feelings to be united with his beloved, with their beloved. Similar principle here also. Devarshi Narad realized it. With tears, now he brought that container to Krishna with the feet dust of the Vraja gopis. Krishna became so delighted, he became blissful upon seeing. He knew this time Narada was not failure. He asked Narada, come, give me. I know you got the feet dust of Vraja gopis, my great medicine. Devarshi Narada gave to Krishna. Krishna took the feet dust. My head, all my headache is gone now. I feel so blessed, feel so much, I enjoy so much, okay, so much relief and comfort now with the touch of the feet dust of Vraja gopis on my head. And Devarshi Narad, from then on, from that time onward, Devarshi Narada started singing the glories of Vraja gopis, playing his veena. On his veena, he instantly composed some songs, hymns, singing the glories of the Vraja gopis. Understood unbridled love for Krishna, unconditional, unbridled, okay, love for Krishna. The love, the quality of love, such quality of love which never hesitates to make extreme sacrifice, okay, extreme sacrifice, painstaking sacrifice even for the momentary pleasure of their beloved Lord. That is the characteristics of Vraja gopis. Vraja gopis' love for Krishna. Therefore, Lord Krishna becomes sold out to them before the power, before the divine power, devotional power of the love of the Vraja gopis. Krishna feels, I am sold out. I am sold to them. Although I am Supreme Lord, although I am Supreme Almighty Lord, but I become subordinate to, before the power of the love of the Vraja gopis and Srimati Radharani. Unconquerable me also becomes helplessly conquered. Supremely unconquerable me becomes helplessly conquered by the power of love of the Vraja gopis. So back to the point of Lord Rama lila. See, Lord Ramachandra also offered so much respect to his family superiors and others, to his guru. But by Tattva, he always remained a Supreme Lord. A similar way, although he worshipped Lord Shiva also became amused. In the beginning, he felt so much discomfort. Then, upon realizing the sweet lila mood, of that specific lila of Lord Rama, okay, he was also ready to be flowing, to be sustaining, complementing to that lila. Lord Rama, worshipping him. Okay. Sometimes among the beloveds, sometimes we see in the world of loving claim, in the world of great love claim, natural claim, sometimes they become lovingly demanding from each other. They don't mind. Oh, you do service to me, I do service to you. They don't mind. It's a mutual sharing and caring for each other. You know, it happens. Sometimes we saw some very dear babies, small child, small loved children. They come running to their mother and father if anything happens to their feet. Without any hesitation, they climb up their, they get into their lap, and claim, look my father, look mother, this happened, take care of my feet, take care of this, complaining, because they have no condition, because they have got they feel that kind of relationship. That is found between parents and the small babies. So, also, other rasas of love relationship, sometimes, beloved associates of Lord Krishna, especially in Shakha Rasa, Vatsalya Rasa, Madhurya Rasa, all, they don't mind sometimes if their Lord, beloved Lord, also serves them. Because that would be pleasing their Lord. Especially in Shakha Rasa we find. Pure mode of friendship. If Krishna takes care of me, that is pleasing Krishna a lot. Okay, if that's how you are pleased, okay, serve me. That is their mood of the shakhas. Okay, you can serve me to your satisfaction. You are getting some joy by helping me, serving me. Okay, do it, my Lord. They don't consider Lord my friend, beloved friend. Sometimes they are giving massage to Krishna's feet, and now it is Krishna's turn also to give massage to their friend, his friend's feet. So both of them sharing and caring for each other. Sometimes they are carrying Krishna on their shoulder. Other times they are also enjoying a ride on Krishna's shoulder. Those friends, it's pure mode of friendship, and they are enjoying a ride, being carried by Krishna, and Krishna also enjoying to carry them. Lord Krishna also enjoying to carry his beloved friends on his shoulder. What he will say? Vraja gopis, what to speak more of? Vraja gopis, They love to adore their beloved Lord Krishna, love to adore much more than ritual worships, much more than ritual worship, love to adore, okay, do their service, love service with full devotion. Other times, while Krishna wants to serve them, they also like that. Okay, serve me. Very nice. You want to serve us? Serve me. Srimati Radharani also enjoys, greatly enjoys being served by Lord Krishna directly. Also, some of the Vraja gopis, Srimati Radha Thakurani, sometimes also enjoys being served by their beloved Lord. Besides, they are rendering offering full scale, full swing, loving devotional service to the Lord. But when they feel their beloved Lord really is really meaning, really wanting to serve them, and that's how he will be more pleased. That's how he will be more pleased, more happy, rather than being served by them. Then they are ready. They are ready. Here we are. Serve us. Okay. We are ready to take your service because it's going to please you more. That's what you want. That's what you want, my beloved. Okay, we are ready. So, world of the transcendental world of the transcendental lila, intimate lilas between Supreme Beloved Lord and His associates, divine couple, okay, Lord Ramachandra, Sita Devi, Hanumanji, between Lord Rama and Shiva, cannot be understood, okay, in ordinary normal way. All right. Any question? কটা ক ঘন্টা বললাম 1.5 ঘন্টা? All right, so it's now time to honor prasadam. I humbly put rest to my katha, resting my hari katha.